A stadium isn't just bricks, steel, and seats. It's the heartbeat of a club, a second home for fans, and the place where history is made. St. James's Park has been that place for Newcastle United since 1892. But now, something massive is on the horizon. The club is at a turning point, one that could change everything. Should they expand the beloved St. James's Park, or is it time to move into a brand new state-of-the-art arena? And what does this mean for the future of Newcastle United? St. James's Park isn't just a football stadium, it's a symbol of Newcastle United's identity. Nestled in the heart of the city, it towers over the skyline, a fortress where generations of fans have lived through unforgettable moments of triumph and heartbreak. With a capacity of 52,000, it ranks among the most recognizable stadiums in English football and is the 8th largest in the Premier League. But while its history and atmosphere are unmatched, its design presents a major challenge. Over the years, various expansions have taken place, but they've been partial and uneven, resulting in an asymmetrical structure that makes large-scale upgrades difficult. The East Stand, for example, is constrained by listed buildings and roads, meaning any upward expansion would require complex negotiations and potential demolitions. The Gallowgate End, another potential area for expansion, is blocked by leases and commercial properties that would need to be relocated or purchased at a huge cost. And then there's the simple question of space. Unlike clubs that have vast land available for expansion, St. James's Park is boxed in by urban infrastructure, making any large-scale redevelopment a logistical nightmare. The club has explored multiple options in the past, including adding tiers to the stands, but all have been met with engineering challenges, local objections, and financial constraints. So while keeping St. James's Park as Newcastle's fortress is the dream of many fans, the reality is that its limitations are starting to hold the club back. Every match day, St. James's Park is a cauldron of energy, but there's a problem. There aren't enough seats to meet demand. Tickets sell out in minutes, leaving thousands of passionate fans unable to experience the magic in person. The waiting list for season tickets is massive, and each year it only grows. Newcastle's recent success has reignited the city's passion for football, but the stadium simply cannot keep up. This isn't just a fan experience issue, it's a financial one too. Bigger stadiums mean higher revenue, and in modern football, money translates to stronger squads, better facilities, and a club that can compete at the very top. Right now, clubs like Manchester United, 74,000 capacity, Tottenham, 62,000, and Arsenal, 60,000, are generating millions more per season simply because they can sell more tickets, host larger events, and attract bigger sponsorship deals. To put it in perspective, Tottenham Hotspur's state-of-the-art stadium generates nearly £5 million per match day, significantly more than Newcastle. If Newcastle United truly wants to establish itself among the Premier League's elite and compete with the financial powerhouses of Manchester City, Chelsea, and Liverpool, they need a bigger stadium. And it's not just about domestic competition. If Newcastle wants to establish itself as a force in European football, the club must think beyond just the Premier League. Champions League nights at an expanded or new stadium could generate millions in extra revenue, putting them on par with the biggest clubs in the world. The demand is there. The fan base is growing. The club is more ambitious than ever, but without a stadium that reflects these ambitions, Newcastle United risks falling behind. Expansion, in one form or another, is no longer optional, it's a necessity. With expansion at St. James's Park facing major obstacles, Newcastle United is looking at an alternative that could change the club forever: a brand new stadium. The proposed location, Lees's Park, just next to their current home. While the idea of moving may be difficult for many fans to accept, the proposed stadium's vision is nothing short of spectacular. The plan calls for a 65,000-seat stadium with a futuristic and innovative design inspired by Bayern Munich's Allianz Arena. Imagine the iconic black and white colors of Newcastle glowing across the city skyline on match nights, turning the stadium into a beacon of football passion. The experience isn't just about the game, it's about the entire matchday journey. A grand ceremonial walkway, similar to Wembley Way, would lead fans to the entrance, creating a majestic atmosphere from the moment they arrive. Inside, the stadium would set new standards in comfort, accessibility, and fan experience. Better seating arrangements, upgraded hospitality suites, world-class amenities, and cutting-edge technology would transform how fans watch football. Every detail, from sightlines to crowd flow, would be designed to maximize atmosphere and engagement. But despite the excitement, there's an undeniable emotional weight to this decision. St. James's Park has been the heartbeat of Newcastle for over 130 years. It's more more than a stadium, it's part of the city's soul. Can the club and its fans truly say goodbye to such an iconic home, or will the pull of history be too strong to leave behind? A move of this scale comes with an enormous price tag, £3 billion. That's a staggering sum, but Newcastle United's owners, the Saudi-backed PIF, have the financial backing to make it happen. However, this is about more than just spending money. It's about making Newcastle United one of football's biggest clubs. A larger stadium means significantly higher revenue. More seats mean more ticket sales, higher demand for season tickets, and better corporate hospitality options, all of which could generate millions in additional income each season. Beyond football, a stadium of this size and design could become a major entertainment venue, hosting concerts, international matches, and other global sporting events. This would not only boost the club's finances, but also bring huge economic benefits to the city of Newcastle. However, even with unlimited resources, this is still a huge risk. A move of this scale could take years to execute. If attendance doesn't meet expectations, if the transition affects performance on the pitch, or if the project runs into unexpected challenges, it could put serious pressure on the club. The question remains, is this an ambitious step toward Newcastle's future dominance, or a move that could backfire? Newcastle United stands at a critical crossroads. Should they push the limits of St. James's Park and attempt an expansion despite all the challenges, or should they take a bold leap and build a brand new stadium? It's not just a decision about infrastructure, it's about identity, history, and the club's long-term vision. For generations of fans, St. James's Park is more than just a stadium. It's a symbol of their passion, loyalty, and pride. The idea of leaving behind a place that has seen over 130 years of unforgettable moments is heartbreaking for many, but others argue that progress is necessary. The club is evolving, and to compete with football's elite, Newcastle needs a stadium that reflects its ambition. The club knows this is a once-in-a-lifetime decision, which is why they aren't rushing into it. They're actively consulting with supporters, city planners, architects, and financial experts to ensure the best path forward. Every possibility is being weighed: the emotional connection to St. James's Park, the financial realities of expansion, and the potential economic impact of a new stadium. No matter which option they choose, one thing is certain: this decision will define Newcastle United for generations. The Magpies are on the brink of something huge, and what comes next could take them to heights they've never reached before. If Newcastle commits to building a new stadium, what's the timeline? The planning and approval process alone will take about 2 years, ensuring all regulations, environmental concerns, and city infrastructure adjustments are addressed. If everything stays on track, construction could begin in 2027, with the club playing its first match in the new stadium by 2031 or 2032. But this wouldn't just be a football stadium, it would be a landmark that puts Newcastle on the global stage. A modern 65,000-seat arena could position the city as a prime destination for Champions League finals, England internationals, and even future World Cup matches. Beyond football, the stadium could become an entertainment hub, hosting concerts, international sporting events, and year-round activities that boost the local economy and bring millions into the city. This is more than just bricks and seats, it's Newcastle United's future. The club has never been afraid to dream big, and now they're on the verge of something truly historic. The only question left is, will this be the move that cements Newcastle as one of football's great powerhouses? Whether Newcastle expands St. James's Park or moves to a new home, one thing is certain: the club is on the rise. The next few years could define Newcastle United's future. A bigger stadium, bigger ambitions, and a bigger stage to compete with Europe's elite. But what do you think? Should Newcastle United stay at St. James's Park? James's Park, or is it time to move on? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss an update on Newcastle United's future. This story is just beginning.